Welcome back, Fusion Squad. We've secured the belt, the breastplate, the shoes, and the shield. Now, we initiate Mission 5, protecting the command center. In any high-stakes network, the most critical component is the central processing unit. For a believer, that CPU is your mind. The enemy's strategy is simple. He doesn't waste resources attacking your outer armor if he can hack the CPU directly. If he controls how you think, he controls how you play. Once your internal operating system is corrupted, the rest of your defensive loadout becomes dead weight. These infiltrations exploit the frequency illusion, a cognitive bias where your brain, exposed to a single lie, starts scanning your environment to confirm it. This malware manifests as intrusive thoughts, bringing relentless anxiety and constant social media comparison, making you feel left behind. These hacks target your identity. You begin to see evidence everywhere for lies like you aren't a real Christian, you are ugly, or you are a burden. If you process these attacks on an unprotected mind, relying only on human effort, your system crashes under the weight of compounding errors. To secure the system, we turn to the armor logs. In the scripture, Ephesians 6:17 commands us to take the helmet of salvation. The historical prototype is the first-century Roman Galea, a heavy iron or bronze helmet engineered to keep a soldier alive in the chaos of battle. Inside, these helmets were lined with a padded arming cap to absorb concussive shock. Without this cushion, a solid hit would cause a fatal brain injury, even if the metal held. On the outside, a reinforced metal brow ridge deflected downward sword strikes away from the eyes and face. The flared neck guard at the back provided a physical barrier against cheap shots and attacks aimed at a soldier's blind spots. Hinged cheek plates protected the jaw, but were specifically designed to leave the mouth and ears exposed so the soldier could still hear commands and speak to their squad. Every inch of the Galea was engineered to protect the soldier's most vital asset from every conceivable angle. And this physical tech maps directly to the spiritual firewall update described in Romans 12:2, being transformed by the renewing of your mind. The helmet's padding is God's grace. It absorbs the friction of your mistakes and the impact of world stress, preventing the enemy's hits from rattling your core. The brow ridge is your perspective. It keeps your vision locked on Jesus and your identity as a child of God, deflecting the downward slashes of failure. The cheek plates protect your testimony. They secure your identity so you can clearly hear the commander's voice and share your story without fear. The neck guard blocks past sin malware. That's the shame the enemy tries to upload by reminding you of things God has already deleted from your file. Salvation provides a secure, real-time account status that causes malware to bounce off your mind because your identity is rooted in the developer's source code. Ephesians 6:10 provides the core operating logic for this mission. Your power levels don't come from your own stamina, but from the strength of the Lord. The helmet of salvation is a developer's loadout. It's a gift provided by God, not a trophy you grind for or earn through your own performance stats. Victory requires moving past the limits of "I can't do this," and instead operating through the prompt, "God, give me your strength." The ultimate battle is already won by the developer. Your only job is to actively accept and put on the gear. This week, your E3 Squad quest objective is to identify the specific hacks the enemy tries to download into your mind and counter them with the truth. To help you stay alert, we're using a physical defense protocol, the Firewall stat card. When a negative thought or a lie from the world boss hits your CPU, physically tap your forehead to disrupt the mental glitch. As you tap, recite your identity protocol. Helmet on, identity secure. Armor up, Fusion Squad. Protect the command center. Don't let the enemy rent space in your CPU for free. This is your final update for this mission. Head to your E3 squads now for the deep scan. Share the hacks you've been facing, and let's reboot our minds with the word together. Log off the lies, log in to the truth. See you at the next level. GG.